Professor Oka Obono of the Department of Sociology and Population Study in the University of Ibadan has provided a template for sustainable education in Nigeria. In an interview with the news agency of Nigeria in Ibadan, Obono said the template will tackle unemployment and insecurity among other challenges facing the country if implemented. He said insecurity, unemployment, electoral violence, a lack of family organization, and lack of values by which the society could maintain social order without police interference were surmountable if the present education structure was restructured.
Where you move from a traditional socio-political system into a democratic one, you will make progress in some areas, and in other areas, you will find flaws. When you start teaching people formally with script that comes from a Western Euro-American model, and that education is not grounded in the ethos of the recipient culture, which was somewhat subjugated by colonization, there will be change that you did not see. What you then do to grapple with them is to look at the emergent culture, the emergent structure of society. And how do you destructure it? How do you restructure it?
He said to reduce youth graduate unemployment in Nigeria, the present education system will have to be changed such that it does not disconnect from the family, the politics, the governance, and the labor market.
But if you take a simple example like engineering, and you say, let's structure it differently, instead of teaching things that we cannot see products of. Meanwhile, we have brilliant young boys and girls as students. I know some of them, they can even do better than this. But the structure does not produce that kind of inspiration or opportunity. The products are not there. What if we told them that for the next 10 years, let us drop 50% of your curriculum or 30% of your current curriculum and focus on the mass production of quality solar panels, inverters, and batteries? And it's part of your training to look at the market and show how we can export this at least to West Africa. First of all, that's a fine idea. Secondly, it's going to render service. Thirdly, it's green energy. It will provide jobs. And when those students graduate, those engineering students graduate, they cannot graduate into unemployment. They will graduate into promotion, into the managerial cadre. So each time you take each discipline like that, and you look at how it is structurally linked to the labor market, and you cannot find an organic connection, that means it's a recipe for unemployment. If it is indeed the case, as it is truly, that the majority of the Nigerian population is composed of young persons, then the allocation of resources should reflect that. This is what I mean when I say that the democracy should follow the demography. Young people are supposed predominantly to be in training in school. Then the allocation of resources to the educational sector should reflect that.
The Don, who is also the president of Yakuru Academic Society, said his inaugural lecture with the theme The Double Descent of Ethnodemography is scheduled for 15th December in the University of Ibadan. According to him, it will further underpin the importance of the template.
What it does do, it compels us to produce solutions that are contextualized immediately. Because when you take the word ethno and add it to any discipline, including mathematics or psychology, you will find out that you are using the principles and ideas within that discipline and forcing those principles to speak to the immediate needs of the immediate environment.